There's a $10 billion industry built around motivational speaking. Now, I'm going to tell you something that the industry doesn't want you to hear, and that is you can't motivate anyone, and you never could. And the moment you accept that, you will become a better leader than 95% of all the people who sat through all these motivational seminars.
Greg, that's a fairly direct shot at a very large industry. We're talking about motivational speakers, the likes of Simon Sinek, Tim Robbins, TED Talks, who are like filling arenas with millions of people. So, what are you saying? Are you saying
Well,
that th- they're wrong?
it's great for them. It's great for them,
Okay,
but
so
it's not what people are buying.
what is it?
I would call it more on positive thinking.
So that's what it's all about. Any sales professional knows that positive thinking works wonders. Yeah,
Positive thinking is key in selling.
it's key in selling.
Yeah.
Oh,
However, it's got to be coupled with two other things.
okay, but before we go into that,
Yeah.
what's actually being sold? I've seen like YouTube influencers, sales influencers, filling up arenas, and then people are swearing by it that after they walk out of that motivational campaign, they feel good.
Yeah,
So,
they
what are
feel
we actually
great.
selling? What's being sold?
Hot air.
Hot air,
Yeah.
not motivation.
No, no,
Can
no,
can
no.
can we? Yeah, yeah.
I can't motivate you, Mark.
You
No
can't.
one cannot.
Yeah, that's
Right? They cannot. Right? It's only you can motivate you.
only me.
Only you can motivate you. You can't motivate me, and I cannot motivate you
So how does that?
because motivation, motivate are action words. Action, they're doing words.
You need to do it. Can we
Can I?
elaborate that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
please.
can. Let me give you because I wrote it down
Okay,
specifically for you
thank you.
today. Right? Let's take motivate. The
But
diction.
before that, yeah, can you? What is motivation? Real motivation. Your definition of motivation.
Well, I'm going to give it to you. It's the reason or the cause you act. It's
Okay.
an action word. It's the reason or the cause that causes you to act. Right? Motivation, slightly different, but it's still an action word. It's the psychological force that drives actions, including the biological, emotional, social, and cognitive forces that activate human behavior. Activate, they're all action words.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Right?
trying to grab my head around it.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please continue.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's, all. So what's happening in a lot of these seminars, and they're coming out of the auditorium with a big balloon full of blown up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they come out with this big balloon of hot air.
Mm.
And what invariably happens before they've even reached the parking lot, someone's come along with a big needle,
Poof.
pop,
So
pop their
gone.
balloon. Or the next day when they wake up, they go into the office, as you know, we've all blown up Christmas balloons who haven't tied the knot tightly enough.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
get
So
up the next morning, Christmas morning, what happens? You've got what? Flat balloons
yeah.
lying
Okay.
around.
I've seen that happen.
But don't get me wrong. They serve. It's good for them. They fill auditoriums worldwide.
Okay. So are we
And
talking? Yeah.
but it really is positive thinking, and positive thinking on its own, Mark, is not enough.
Okay. So we'll get to that. That's very interesting. And I'd like to know more about that. Why can't a leader just hand someone that idea directly? Let's get back again about motivation. You say it's hot air. Okay, why is that? You can't make someone own an idea you handed them. Is that the case?
No, of course you can't. You can't do that. But, I see it more as being an ideas reporter, right?
Okay.
The only way you can get someone to do something, and we're talking about our industry now,
Yeah.
the industry of sales,
Yeah. Yeah.
the profession of selling.
Yes.
The only way you can get someone to do you remember we talked about how to get someone to do what they know how to do but don't
Yes.
do,
Yes. Yes.
right? The only way you can do that is by they've got to want to do it.
Okay.
They've got to want to do it.
Okay.
So we can't make them.
Okay.
But what we can do, it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink,
So
right?
are you saying if you can't motivate someone, I mean, what's the leader's actual job? So that's it. That's on the horse.
Well, this horse won't drink. But what we can do as sales managers is sprinkle the salt on the oats to make the horse want to drink.
And then,
So we can give our people ideas, information for them to think about, make it, internalize it, and then give them that cause or reason to act.
okay. So yeah, that perfectly makes sense. I'm catching up right now. Okay. But
It's
Can-
a tough one, Mark. It
can
really
we give
is.
an example, a use case, something that happened during your experience being a sales manager, a regional sales manager during the day, or in the military?
I won't go into the military, but let me give you a sales one. Many cases, especially in my early days with Encyclopedia Britannica, selling books
Face to face,
face to face,
knocking on doors,
in someone's home.
setting appointment.
And a set of books at that time in 1986 was £1,560 sterling
For the whole set.
for the whole set. And I guess if you would equate that to
Today.
today's money, it's probably about $7,000,
Wow.
right? And so when we would bring in new salespeople, right, we had to get over this fundamental disbelief that an ordinary family would buy a set of Encyclopedia
Yeah.
Britannica for their home and for their children. And the easiest way to do that, right, to give them that reasonable cause to act, was to actually show them how easy it was. Of course, it never was easy. But
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
but it was to show them, and so I would take new people out, and maybe 3 or 4 appointments in the evening, and stick to the company prescribed presentation.
What are we talking about? Shadowing, like you're
No, field training. This is field
okay.
training in the true sense of the word. We'd start by having the new person sit beside me, and I would make phone calls and to make appointments. Then we go in the car, roll up to and I would handle the horse out from beginning to end, from warm up right the way through to the end, to the close, and show them.
meaning to say you have someone who's an apprentice. Let's say he's an apprentice, yeah?
It's a new salesperson.
Okay. And then you do the presentation.
Yeah.
You show him how it works.
Show him the whole thing from beginning to end, and then, because then I was a lot more experienced, I suppose. If I did 4 or 5 presentations, I'd end up with 2 or 3 sales,
Okay.
and then afterwards I'd spend some couch time with them in a cafe, or sometimes if it was particularly late and I was particularly tired, maybe in a pub over a beer, and then I would explain to him how much he would have earned had, right?
So are you dangling the carrot in
I'm
a way?
sprinkling the
sprinkling.
salt.
Okay.
I'm sprinkling
Okay.
the salt on the oats.
Okay. But how would you know, Greg, if that's enough? Like, for example, okay, your apprentice,
Well,
okay,
you
led
don't know. I mean, people are like rubber bands. They're no good until you stretch them. Well, you won't know. It's like tea bags, They ain't no good until you drop them in hot water.
Okay.
Then you'll
Yeah,
find out.
yeah. So you describe your role as an ideas
Reporter.
reporter.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, what does that mean in practice?
As I've just explained to you, it's showing, teaching, explaining, and pressing down and allowing them to. Sometimes you've got to allow them to screw up, Mark.
Yeah, they will eventually
Right?
do. Yeah, because it's not.
Fine. Try it your way.
It's sales.
Yeah, try it your way. All right. Well, you screwed that right up. Now try my way.
But isn't that harder than being on the stage and being all energetic, rah rah rah, that sort of thing?
Intensely hard, immensely hard, but it's immensely more effective, Mark.
Okay,
Right? Much more effective.
Greg, ideas reporter. Let's just get back to that. What does an ideas reporter do in a one-on-one that's different from a group settings?
Well, the first thing you have to find out, Mark, is what are and then the individual's prime motivators, because everyone is different.
That's what you do, yeah.
That's what I do
Yeah,
personally.
okay.
I always have done. Because it's very easy for a sales manager, and I'm sure you must have done it in the past, where you stand up at your weekly meeting,
Yeah.
right, and you give this big, what you think is a great motivational
Yeah. Yeah.
speech, and you wonder why everyone just sat there.
Yeah.
Why aren't they as excited as
Exactly.
you are?
Exactly.
Because everyone's motivators are different. There is no one cap fits all for motivation, and I can prove it to you if you want. Very simply.
Yeah. I'd like to know, because most managers motivate the whole team. Same
No,
way. Same
they
speech.
think they are, but I can guarantee you, if you feel that way, if you're lucky, you're reaching 25% of your audience.
Can we elaborate on that? And I'd like to know, why doesn't that work? Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to surprise you because you weren't expecting this.
Yeah. Okay.
You weren't expecting this. Because I thought this may come up. So what I've done, Mark, just to prove my point, I brought the personality profile report you did about a month ago,
Okay.
which I'm going to keep here. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
That's me, yeah?
Yeah, this
That's
is you.
me, yeah?
And I'm going to give you mine,
Okay.
right? Which I did.
We're going to be swapping.
Yeah, because
profiles.
yeah, right. Now, what I want you to do, and I'll start this off, Mark. If you send this, as you can see, this produces quite a
Hefty
document.
pages, yeah.
It's about a 15 to 20 page report on all aspects of your personality and behavior. And if you go to the summary page where it says summary, right, now I'm going to read yours. This is you, Mark. And you can tell me if this is true or not.
Okay.
Motivational factors. Mark is motivated by precision, the rules, perfect results, and the maintenance of the status quo, comfortable working environments, and sincerity. Superiors who understand that he will work best when he knows the reasons for what you require of him and provide him clear guidelines will gain his cooperation. He can be outgoing and will tend to work best in a conflict-free and people-orientated environment. Now that's you, right?
Are you psychic or
No,
no?
Right now, just to prove the point, because look, we've known each other for almost 30 years now.
Almost 30 years, yeah.
And we have many similarities.
Yeah.
And people that know us both would think we're very, very similar.
Aside from good looks and smashing good looks and sex appeal.
But Mark would not. Certainly not when it comes to motivation. Do me a favor
Okay.
and read out mine, please.
The one that's highlighted,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
The motivational factors. Okay. This is Greg's. Okay. It can be said of people such as Greg that when the challenges run out, so will he, because for Greg, achievement is of paramount importance. The achievement of profitable, however he views profitability, results through people, not necessarily with them. The winning is what drives him.
Very different.
Hmm.
Right, turn the page, if you would. Right. So these are all the ones I've highlighted. They're all to do with motivation.
Okay.
So this, again, this is you, Mark. Your response to a sales environment. Mark has the potential to be successful in the sales environment, but he would probably be happier in retail or a service-orientated position. Remember, though, that his skills lie in more technical areas. His amiability and good people skills and tenacity are useful in sales through closing, although closing is much more problematic and may not be successful. People such as Mark build up long-term relationships based upon trust so that customers buy from them.
I love the word tenacity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Tenacity. Yeah.
Right. So,
Okay. This is Greg's. This is Greg's. His response to a sales environment, very positive and aggressive. He has the potential to be highly successful salesman, particularly in direct selling environments, and especially in an endeavor requiring a fast pace and entrepreneurial flair.
see, all these are things to do with motivation. And so here we go. Here's a cracker. Factors that threaten Mark's self-esteem.
Okay.
Right?
Shoot.
Right. Mark is likely to feel severely devalued if his integrity or professional expertise is called into question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Right. In the middle. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Now for Greg, Greg's self-esteem is based upon winning. Therefore, losing will affect his self-esteem dramatically, and losing face is most serious. Kind of similar. So he will not persist if failure seems certain to him, but will withdraw to find another challenge.
correct.
You love winning, Greg, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
You're highly
If
competitive.
if there's no way if there's no way to win,
Yeah,
I'm off.
yeah. And then you find another
Yeah.
path in where you can win, yeah?
Right. Here's something really interesting. Factors that may demotivate
Yeah.
Mark. Mark will be strongly demotivated if forced to work in an environment that is very fast-paced and constantly changing, chaotic, aggressive, or one in which he is expected to compromise his standards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, guys, Greg is not a psychic, okay? This is a different thing, which we want to discuss much further in future episodes,
we
okay? So
can.
it's my turn, yeah?
Yeah.
So, factors that demotivate Greg. Greg will be demotivated if he is forced to work in an environment that denies the use of personal initiative. Of course, requires great adherence to routine, and that's discipline, yeah? And demands
Oh, it's boring.
or,
Nothing to do with this, man. It's
or
boring.
demands too much detail. Yeah, devils are in the details. I remember you saying that.
Well, there was another one, Mark, I was going to get you to read, but my wife will probably watch this, and so will yours.
Yeah.
And it's called How to Manage Mark Effectively.
Oh yeah,
So-
okay. So we'll keep that away from them at this point in time. Yeah, that's very
absolutely.
interesting.
But what does it prove? It proves people are very, very different.
So it has to be custom fit. Motivation has to be.
For a sales manager, absolutely.
This tool would help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if you try to motivate me with your prime motivators, I'll go, what the bleep you talking about?
Yeah.
Right? What are you doing? Right?
Yeah.
It's going to have zero effect on me. And if I try to motivate you with mine, right, it would actually have the opposite effect. It would totally
Backfires.
demotivate you.
Okay.
So how can you expect to stand up on, in front of a whole group of people, of individuals, and think, oh yeah, it was a great motivator. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was a lot of
Yeah.
bollocks.
Okay. Now it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a one size fits all
No, it's
situation.
not. No, it is not. There are there's generally prime motivators as we've, but there are other lesser motivators as well, which, and did it ever once mention money?
Yeah. No money was mentioned. Yeah.
No.
Men would die from stripes. Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah. So why don't we just for a few seconds, Greg?
Yeah.
What was this that we read? Okay, this is one of your company.
That was my company, Success Dynamics Alliance. That was the personality profile report, a very, very detailed report. We've just picked out two or three, the ones dealing with motivation. But that report is, 15 to 20 page report, and it goes into 24 different aspects of your behavior and your personality, and provides you as an individual with actionable insights into your own personality and behavior. And what a management tool.
Yeah. So I understand
What a
that
management tool.
you are a level 3 psychometric analyst.
Yeah.
So who can benefit with this service? Just a plug, okay? With this, okay?
Any organization, not necessarily just sales, but especially for sales, but any organization that employs people.
HR.
HR. Well, it can be an HR tool, but I prefer to see it as a management tool, Mark.
Okay. So, yeah, interesting. And I hope you guys love that. You can just check out Greg's LinkedIn or YouTube channel. His company, SDA, is the link of that company is there. So going back to the topic of motivation, So we have been sold that positive thinking as the whole answer for decades.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wrong with them. So what's the complete formula? So positive thinking,
okay.
Not enough.
No, positive thinking is great, but it's not enough. It needs to be coupled with two other things.
What's the correct formula?
Well, it needs to be coupled with positive expectancy and positive action. Action is the key. You need to couple the three, right? You if you don't have positive expectancy, if you don't expect the positive outcome, where's the action going to come? You're not likely to do it.
When you say positive expectancy, are you saying, is this optimism or are you preparedness?
No, it's look, every salesman knows his conversion rate, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So if your conversion rate is like 3 and 5, right? And you that's what you're going to positively expect, which will cause you to leap into positive action. In that, you're going to give a royal command performance
I love
in front of each and every prospect.
Okay, Royal Command. I haven't heard that for 30 years. But for the new viewers out there, for someone who's just starting in sales, Royal Command performance, can we notch it down a little bit? Just example, what is a Royal Command performance?
It's where the monarch, the king or queen of the UK or Britain, commands performers to come and perform. It's called the Royal Variety Show, where the monarch attends.
But they are professional.
And it's by command of the monarch. Yeah, they're professional entertainers.
Okay.
And it's called a Royal Command Performance.
Okay. No, another thing. So do you think that the industry got it backwards? So their motivation, they're just creating feelings at first and hoping action follows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Does anyone stand up and tell how to?
Yeah, exactly. So
They're just,
this conversation just hit me. Okay, let's say, for example, I'm an individual who's like a sales motivator, and I do a motivational speech, a one size fits all. But I'd like to know the data out of those attendees who were really motivated and carried on being motivated.
But I'm telling you, even the best speakers in the world are truly, if they're lucky, are going to press someone's motivational button less than 25% of the entire audience.
Okay.
For reasons I've just explained to you previously. It's just not going to happen. But listen, positive thinking is great. Everyone comes out feeling happy and, positive, wonderful.
But after
Wonderful. But, it's an expensive ticket, isn't it?
that, okay, there was.
I'd rather take $1,000 and spend on hiring a good sales coach, wouldn't you?
Well, probably yes. But let's talk about this. You during our past conversations, you mentioned something about someone. Um, a strong man can't help a weaker man unless he's willing to be helped. Is that in connection with real motivation?
Do you mean give a man a fish?
Oh no, no. I forgot the name. What's that little book? A strong man can't help a weaker man unless he's willing to be helped. James Allen, was it James Allen?
James, as a man thinketh.
As a man thinketh, yeah, or something like that, yeah.
No, man is buffeted by
Circumstances. Okay, so does that equate as well with motivation? Because it
Yeah.
depends on how the way you
It's
think. Yeah.
about mindset. Of course it is. Man is, people allow circumstances to hit them and knock them off course,
Yeah.
right? Man is buffeted by circumstance. As long as he believes himself to be a creature of outside conditions, external factors.
Yeah.
Right?
And
so, it's
during the early days, I remember you saying during one of your speeches in training, life gets in the way. So
people let life get in the way.
Life gets in the way.
That's what that's all about. People do let life get in the way.
Okay. So on the other side this time, Greg, okay?
Yeah.
What happens when a manager applies the wrong driver to a wrong person? It's not a one size fits all, yeah? For example,
It could cause that person to walk out the door.
wrong salt, wrong apple, something like that.
Oh, it's salt instead of sugar. I don't know. What could, well, as I just said to you 2 minutes ago, what happened if someone tried to motivate you with my prime motivator?
Yeah.
What would happen to you? Just
Could
tell me
backfire.
personally. How would
Could
it
backfire. I wouldn't be motivated. It's not going to click.
It actually
Different, yeah.
demotivates
Yeah,
you.
it demotivates me, yeah.
And if it continues,
Well,
you'd probably walk.
yeah, I'm out of the door.
Yeah.
So
That's
interesting. That's interesting. Very interesting. And I would love to dwell on those type of topics soon in a future episode. But I'd like to know, we discussed this, SDA, profiling. Is profiling something a manager can access, or
Yes.
is it enterprise level only?
no. Our clients are big and small. I would strongly recommend, if any sales director or managing director is watching this right now, please feel free to get in contact with me, and we'll give you a quick run through, free of charge. And there are different levels.
Okay.
There are different types of subscription, and it works out pretty cheap.
Okay.
It can save you a lot of money
Absolutely.
from in terms of retention, but in terms of hiring the wrong person in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one industry that could benefit with this type of service would be BPO companies, or whether it's
BPOs, any type of sales organization, any type of any business that has salesmen.
yeah,
I would say it's an absolute must.
it's up for me because I was gonna tell you that if their attrition rate is like this, the meaning there's something you're missing out, or
Yeah.
there's something wrong with your
Yeah.
hiring process. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
Well,
will
it's,
definitely
it's
help.
not. It's the whole employee life cycle we deal with. It's not just recruiting and hiring, right? It's in total employee life cycle.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's SDA.
yeah.
That's SDA Success Dynamics
Alliance.
Alliance. Okay. So my next question, Greg. Real scenario. Top performer 6 months ago. Untouchable.
Yep.
Cream of the crop. I
Yep.
am the king.
Yep.
Okay. First on the board. The person everyone's watching.
Yep.
Now, average. Nobody said nothing. What does that framework tell you? What happened?
What happened? He was a top man on it, and then he's gone off the boil.
Can we, drop it down? What's that?
He's
Can
like
you
a
la-
kettle. He's gone off the boil.
Okay. Is that burnout?
No, it could be burnout. It could be something external. He could have an issue at home.
Life gets in the way.
Right, life gets in the way. It could be something. I would immediately profile him because it tells me
Yeah,
where the problem
Okay.
is happening. It doesn't tell me what.
Yeah.
It tells me where.
Yeah. Okay.
So it could be family problems. Could be marital problems.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know. So it's important for you as the manager to find out where the issue lies, and that requires a great deal of tact and diplomacy,
So this is what
because he might not want to talk about it,
absolutely.
and this is one way to do it,
Okay. Without
right? Because you can say to that person, "Listen, Mark, I'm looking at your chart, and it's telling me that you're not as happy as you should be right now." Right, and then just be quiet.
interesting.
Would you like to talk about it? And right, and generally, not all the time, but generally speaking, people will
Yes.
open up to you,
Sooner or later there.
so you can identify the issue. It could be the work environment. There could have been a change in sales manager, and he's been managed by a good guy, and all of a sudden he's been managed by Attila the Hun. Right? You don't know. So right, it could be, but so there's all these things you have to go through. But again, it's a case of spending couch time with the guy, right? And it's a case of going out on a field training exercise with the guy. This time you're not going to do all the presentations. You might alternate them, one because he's an experienced guy and top salesman, and he would feel pretty insulted if he was treated like a brand new trainee.
Absolutely.
So it's an interesting one, but in my not inconsiderable experience, it's normally something's happened somewhere when that happens. Something has happened either or is happening at home or in the workplace. And it's your job as the manager to try and identify where that is.
Okay. So I hope this should be a standard with sales
Yeah,
or with
I agree.
HR. Yeah. Okay.
That's how I got introduced into SDA in 1985, 86.
Okay.
Right? I found myself in Glasgow having to build from scratch a sales team of purely
When you say building,
self-employed,
hiring, training,
hiring,
coaching,
training, yeah,
the whole
bit,
the whole
the whole
shebang,
bit.
yeah, the whole bit.
Yeah, recruiting, hiring, training, and then operating of self-employed commission-only salesmen. Selling books.
Can you repeat that again, please? Self-commission,
Self-employed, commission-only salesman.
commission only.
Yeah.
No base salary. Nothing.
No. Very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I was introduced to Success Dynamics as it was then. And within 4 to 6 months, I built up one of the best districts in the entire organization.
Wow.
A really strong, successful sales team
With how many?
by attracting and keeping the
Yeah.
right people.
Continuously. Average, how many teams were you handling during that time?
When I started, just
Yeah.
one.
Okay, and then eventually led to.
But then I was a regional manager. I had 2 divisional managers under me. And
Okay.
each of those divisional managers had
Has.
4 districts under them.
Okay. So that
8,
role right now is like a
10,
director.
Well, no, then it was a regional manager. But remember, the job of a regional manager or then a national sales manager, I was handling the whole, but your job is to manage the managers. So as national sales manager, I was managing the regional managers, of which there were 5, right?
Yeah.
They were managing the divisional managers and the district managers.
Sounds like fun.
It is, when it's done properly. When it's done
Sounds
properly.
like fun. Sounds like real hard
Yeah,
work. Okay.
yeah.
Greg, I want to push back.
Yes,
Okay. Someone's watching. If someone's watching,
yeah.
you're describing a manager who profiles people, engineer wins, select the right stimulus for each individual.
Yeah.
Is that just manipulation or with better branding?
Absolutely not. You're responding to the reality of that individual personality. It's part of their personal makeup. You've got to give them what they're crying out for. It's not manipulation at all.
Okay.
Not in any sense.
Okay. Last one.
Yeah.
Scenario. Manager watching this has tried everything. Tried
Yeah.
everything. Bonuses, speeches,
Yeah.
team days,
Yeah.
team building, restructured targets. Nothing is consistently working.
Competitions.
Competition,
This, yeah,
the
yeah.
whole 9 yards, everything that
And
he
it's not
thinks.
working.
It's not working. So what is the actual diagnosis and where do they start?
I'll tell you where to start. Remember, I've often said, you point the finger at somebody, there are 3 fingers pointed straight back at you.
Yeah.
Know yourself first. Look at yourself before you start looking at others.
So your strength. Before you can walk the walk and talk the talk.
Check yourself. Make sure it's not you. Make sure and be honest with yourself. It could be you. It could be you that's the problem, not the people. Generally is, by the way. Okay.
Very good, sir.
Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Enlightened Sales Manager, and I hope you found it of interest and perhaps hopefully learned something. So if you have, make a comment, click like, and please click subscribe. And again, if there's anything you want me to cover specifically, please get in contact. Drop a comment in the comment box, or you can email me directly on greg@sda.solutions. Thank you. Have a great day.